Hello everybody. So, I'm in a new room, and it's a new day for patch notes. And I want to go over this. I haven't done this really at all, So far I've been making not many videos when it comes to Dead by Daylight, but sometimes I want to talk about things, and I want to talk about these patch notes, because a lot of them are not that invigorating, to say the least. There's a lot of things that I think a lot of us were expecting, but instead of getting what we were expecting, we got these patch notes. So let's go over them, shall we? So going over the patch notes, you know, this is nice. Fix specific vulnerabilities that could be abused by cheaters. So we can, for one, say that it's really hard for behavior to deal with cheaters, honestly, and I myself haven't really dealt with much. And again, the worst cheaters to me are the subtle ones. At least the ones who are like hooking themselves over and over again. Doing that weird shit. At least that's very obvious, and whatever. But people that are like running at like 105 movement speed as a survivor, that's the evil. That's the evil cheaters. So they're doing something, and that's always nice. It's always a hard job. Well, let's be real here. It's a hard job dealing with that type of shit. Hit feedback has been adjusted to reduce the frequency of visual feedback in the case of a rejected hit. I didn't read that before. Because I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna scroll through this shit, dude. I actually like that. I'm glad they do something about that, because that was one of the most. It's one of the most annoying things. The visual feedback is always so completely bonkers. When I go to hit somebody and then I hear the squeak of a Feng Min and it turns out they dead-hearted and I didn't hit anything. It does the missed cooldown and whatnot, because when you hit somebody, it's a larger cooldown unless you have save the best for last or something. That is good. I'm glad they did something in regards to that. That's wonderful. Okay. And this is their, basically, this is a quality of life feature that should have been in the game forever that allows people to basically, do generators on automatic mode. I think Dowsy has a video where he's, taking a shit or something, and he's, fucking, leaving the gen for AFK on the PTB right now. Nice. It's a nice thing to have, it's really good, really, flavorful, new feature, run to cancel. When survivors can cancel an interaction. Yeah. Yeah, so basically being able to do things like that. So you don't have to hold the button all the time and whatnot, But the thing is, that allows at least the generator thing to be more interactive. So, I guess that's whatever. So, one new feature that's interesting, because I'm mainly playing on console, and so this is something that will be available for console players, and so I might engage with that soonish, for sure. So a new tab is available for the options menu beta. New features will appear here, so you can gain feedback from all players. See, now, some PUBG did something like this as well, where they had an actual beta thing that people can test from there, and you didn't have to download a public test server. So that is wonderful to have something like that, so you to test the feature, and it's their new wiggle system, which I don't mind at all, because as much as I used to rolling the stuff, but sometimes my hand gets so scuffed, and so just being able to go pop 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 pop, I wonder if they're going to use how some of the archive sort of thing, where it's pop 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 pop. I wish that doctors sort of skill checks were like that, but can't have everything. So left bumper, right bumper. That's wonderful. Okay, Blit. Now see these add-on changes, and we'll get to the Cannibal changes as well, because that's an important one. But these add-on changes give me. I don't understand. I don't understand these things. So the add-on, turn rate penalty for adrenaline vial, doesn't seem like that's really going to be too effectual, because that definitely getting a little slightly blurry. That's fine. It's such a, I don't know why the camera's not focusing, but that's such a weird thing. Because right now, Blight is one of the most strongest killers, because he sort of counteracts the sort of idea that some survivors have of hold W. Why aren't you focusing, camera? Piece of camera garbage. Which is a strategy that a lot of survivors tend to do, and Blight is played a lot. You know, a lot of people see the Ruin, Tinkerer, Pop, Shemang, stuff, and usually they don't run this add-on. It's usually like Alchemist Ring and all these other fun stuff. Like, the fact that none of those add-ons were addressed is very weird to me. You know, like, I don't get it. I don't get it, Dad. So the Cannibal, decrease the chainsaw sweep movement speed penalty, so, like, that buff is above. But are these buffs, are these, like, things that are gonna, like, change fundamentally the Cannibal? It's not. No. These aren't. This isn't like what they did for Trapper in the last mid-season patch, you know, no, it's not gonna do much. I think it's just going to be like, oh, that's cute. Really cute. Yeah, I mean, especially when we're changing iridescents that aren't super duper amazing. I mean, iridescent flesh is actually pretty okay on Cannibal, I would have to say, but, like, reducing the tantrum duration. Now, trust me, maybe this will be good for me, because when I play Cannibal, I tantrum a lot, because I suck at weaving edges, and maybe it's my fucking controller hand or whatever, you know, but that's the way that cooking crumbles. And, of course, you know, the big one that has people either up in arms or like, clapping behavior on the back for, oh, yeah, you did something good, you know, is the removal of the Cannibal masks. Now, again, me being terrible with Cannibal isn't going to really affect me because I didn't earn any of these things. But obviously for the people who has earned them, it's bad. And why are they doing this? You know, is it because of copyright? No. It is primarily because of the fact that there's a lot of cannibals that used Claudette's specific mask. You know, and Claudette, if you don't know, is one of the original 4 survivors, I believe, who was African American. And he could use that face, and you probably know what some people did with that, right? You probably know. And what they did was basically racism, you know, where they did this face and then they spammed the N-word. Now, those people probably got banned, maybe. You know, you'd think any automatic figure would be able to say, Cannibal uses blackface and uses the N-word. Probably two. One of these things is like the other. So, I mean, the change is actually decent. Because, I mean, instead of, like, removing that one specifically, they removed all of them. And I feel like that was probably the more appropriate thing to do, honestly. Simply because if you only remove that one, that sends another message that sends a message to a lot of people in a very negative way that, you know, anything... We can't have any black people in here, you know, that's the message. No, the message should be that the blackface was bad, and removing everything at least gives everything a decent scope. And maybe I'm making a weird argument for that, but it's, to me, a bit better, I think, just to remove it all, because it's just a dirty thing that you just wish that people could just not be fucking stupid. You know, where it would be nice to have nice things, and it'd be nice that something like this could be in the game that's very thematic for the Cannibal. But unfortunately, people are fucking stupid. Like, let's be real here. People are fucking stupid. And so, this thing was bound to get removed. A lot of people are upset about it. A lot of people used it in very harmful ways, especially if they stream snipe black creators and use this skin in particular, because Basement... As we know, the Basement Bubble likes the camp, and so they can just showcase their blackface, and it's really good. It's not good at all, friends. So it's disappointing. So, anyways, we have some clown add-on changes. Increase the duration of invigoration for 2 seconds. Was plus 1 second. This could potentially be buffed to survivors. Increase bottle throw cooldown. Yeah. Decrease hindered penalty from intoxication was 4%, so that's a nerf. Then this is a nerf. You know, they basically made Redhead's pinky finger to what the old iridescent head is, which is obviously because it's harder to like get up in the crawl with somebody. It's harder to use a boodle. And I'm just gonna regurgitate what some people already said about these changes to Clown. Where are the other changes to Clown that compensate for this shit? Because having the invigoration amount be more isn't gonna do fucking shit, dude. Like, what is this? This is part of the issue when it comes to balancing these things, is that they don't know how to like actually do the weighting scale of balancing. Where they're like, we're gonna nerf their best add-on when like the clown isn't even like a killer that I hear anybody go, yeah, I faced the clown and I really hate it. Like, no one hates fighting the clown. Everybody loves fighting the clown because they hear Mr. Herkelbockel coming down from across the lane and they are perfectly fine about it. It's like, who the fuck complained about clown, especially if they use Redhead's pinky finger? That's like a problematic add-on, one could say for sure. But what's funny is that, like, you know, again, this add-on was changed and yet people have been bitching and moaning about Alchemist Ring. One of the things that makes Blight more annoying to deal with, and yet that add-on didn't get changed. Where are the priorities here? Where am I? What's happening? You know, because Clown is not somebody that's not a killer that's really like fucking awful. So I don't know. I hope they like think it through their head and maybe like, okay, maybe we can change something about the Clown. If we're gonna make this nerf, which a lot of people are saying was necessary, we're gonna make this nerf. We're going to at least do something for Clown to compensate. You know, because it's not like Clown has insane add-ons. I mean, they also are nerfing his other okay add-on. Like, it's stupid. I think these are dumb changes. Speaking of okay changes, I guess, the pig actually didn't seem to get nerfed, you know? Like, actually, wait, was this a nerf? Decreases available bear traps by 2. That'll do. Hold on. Good. Hold on. Doing in video research. What to do? Oh, Sierra Descent. When crouched, all of the survivors within 16 meters are revealed. Reduce the available reverse bear traps. Dead. Oh, okay, that is just an overall buff to them. Get what you're smelling. Because it makes it so that you actually have 2 bear traps instead of 3. Instead of only just 1. Okay, we'll pogger, and then this one just decreases. I mean, lots of people are saying, oh, maybe we shouldn't give this a negative side effect, but I guess they reduce some of the negative side effect. I don't know, some things are still weird. Twins. So, they buffed the Iridescent Pendant, which I'm not sure if that was the super greatest add-on to begin with, because the thing is that when is Victor generally kicked? When he's halfway across the map, and you just missed something, or you just downed somebody, and you know you're in that dreadfully long cooldown, and then one of their teammates goes and gives them a good old punt, and maybe you have enough time to get there and whack them while they're trying to heal or something, but they would probably know that they got the exposed effect, so they would hightail it the fuck out of there. If exposed status effects like this were like more hidden, maybe. Are they hidden? I don't think so. But for 45 seconds compared to 30, this is a whatever buff. Like, the add-on to me isn't like super great. It's iridescent, so I mean you're not going to see it anyways. Baby teeth increase the blindness duration when crushing 30 seconds. Who cares? Considering that actively like crushing Victor is sometimes considered something you don't do. Whatever. Scarf, reduce the movement speed buff. So that's really great. Good old nerf to that. Good old nerf to basically to Toy Sword. Like Toy Sword was like legitimately, I think, like Twins' best add-on. Like why? Why are we nerfing Twins? Why? Why are we nerfing Twins? Why? 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 Twins is one of the most unique characters out there, and all they need is like quality of life changes, and then more people would play them. Like, why would you give more reason for people not to play them? Is it because you think they might cause more bugs in the future or some shit? Like, what the fuck? Like, please don't play this killer, even though it's one of the most unique killers we ever fucking decided to come up with. Fuck me. What the hell? Nemesis. Now, I already know what the change here that's going to be upset me, because I actually play Nemesis a lot. I'm currently prestiging Nemesis. Like, he's my second duder along with Doctor that I really like playing a lot. And so we have a iridescent umbrella badge, really great. Who cares about that? Add-on Shattered Star badge. Again, I never use these add-ons because I feel like they're wasted. Like increased movement speed bonus when a generator is paired. Like both of these add-ons feels pointless to use. They really do. Because again, the survivor's going to know they're exposed, so they're going to either be hiding or getting clearly away from the fucking killer. And because like the way the Nemesis works, you kind of want to hit people with your tentacle more so to a degree. To me, this seems useless. I would prefer almost as if like your tentacle or something, if they took a vaccine, like immediately put somebody in the damage state almost, like, and if you hit them, they go down, like have a dual effect there, like that'd be cool. Maybe that would be interesting. And then anything that basically says when a generator is completed is to me shit. Because it just means, oh good, you're losing the game. The zombies will move kind of faster. Like, they don't move that fast, let's be real here. Marvin's Blood being nerfed. That's good, like, legitimately. There's one add-on that fucking... And let's also nerf the other add-on that was okay. There's one add-on that Nemesis players always use, like me, and that's Marvin's Blood. It's because you can get to Tier 2 with one survivor hitting Tentacle Strikes. Tentacle Strikes are not incredibly hard, but pretty hard to hit. And with this nerf to Marvin's Blood, what does that mean? Is that, like, it barely gets it now? Like, or it doesn't get it at all? Like, I think it should. Like, it's gonna feel bad. Like, this is what a change like this does. Like, what's the point of a change like this? Like, it's going to allow you to get to Tier 3 slightly faster? Like, because it's not going to do what is the neat thing that it does, which it allows you to get Tier 2 faster. I hate this change. I really do. And then, like, this pointless change, undetectable. Like, what would be cool? So, an add-on like this would be cool. Like, imagine this. Imagine when you, open the locker, instead of like the Hunter's Lullaby being in the area surrounding it. What if it's map wide, like Legion's iridescent, right? And maybe make this a fucking iridescent, because her current iridescent is shit. So I mean, who cares? Make this an iridescent where she becomes undetectable, but she also her lullaby is map wide, so that gives survivors some paranoia. And she's undetectable for a couple of seconds. I think that would be cool. I think that would be an interesting little thing. Maybe make it a purple. Is Wooden Fox a purple? I don't fucking know. I don't remember. But I know it's shit. Oni, Family Crest, woohoo. Everybody gets Infectious Fright if we miss an attack. Really good. This is probably the most important thing about this. Cenobite got his voice lines back. Finally. Finally some good news. Finally. Fire perks. Increase wiggle intensity by 50, 75, and 100%. You know, that's always really good. That perk has always just been annoying. You know, not really good, but just annoying. And then, oh, good, more radius, you know. That's always really goober poggers and whatnot. New effect. And then, of course, you know, if, like, this could be incredibly annoying, right? Because it already makes, like, certain places just so awful. Like, there are so many places where you down somebody on the top floor and you just, in order to get to a place, you have to go all the way, you have to go down. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. And then, like, I think I saw some clarification that if it works for balanced landing, it'll work for this. I hope if this becomes very annoying for people to deal with on the PTB, that they understand and change it or remove this effect. You know, give the perk its other buffs and that'll be fine. Because then it'll just be just casually annoying, not actually like ow annoying. We'll see if that perk actually does anything. Distortion makes it slightly better, but we have perk boon totem thing shadow step making this perk fucking stupid. So as soon as if Shadow Step can remove the fact that it doesn't have aura reading, then maybe Distortion probably will be used a bit more. Maybe. I don't know. Buckle up. Let's see. How to make this perk slightly less shit. That's how it is. Power Struggle. Shit, I guess there's nothing there. I guess they fucked up in the way they worded this, because I'm guessing this is decrease the activation threshold. Oh, and so basically it just, at 15% you can activate it. Yeah. Oh, and I'm probably not going to see any sort of issue with, you know, it's going to be whatever. Wake Up, you know, that's fine. Wake Up is an endgame perk, so I mean, I don't care. Gearhead. After a Survivor loses a health state, Gearhead activates. While Gearhead is activated, the next Survivor completes their aura revealed to you. Gearhead then deactivates. Cool Pocker. Trigger condition change. Like that's interesting, but it's whatever. This is something that I don't like using perks like Coup de Grace because I hate losing stacks. Yeah, and I always go for lunges anyways because I'm stupid. You know, it's why, like I said, I'm casual. I win more so than I lose some, but I'm so dumb when it comes to a lot of things. Bird of Chase, you know, this is a perk that was like not great, but maybe better. This is a perk that I hear is going to be better because now you don't just have to hook the obsession. And now it just works when hooking any survivors, which makes it so. Apparently, Nurse had a gigaton of fucking issues, which is hilarious. Is there anything weird about any of these changes? I love that Nurse has just her own section of just shit we had to fix. That's fun. Cannibal, not close to or as the outline as a trap edition. That's some clear IDs. Fluid search bubbles. Wait. Oh, actually, some of these issues might be great. To remove David Kim from part of the lullaby. Or David. Overcome perk to incorrectly activate when hit by the next kill or zombie. Oops. That's a isn't that like a technical bot? I don't know. Known issues. Damn. First blood spurts and screams are missing when attacked, but when zombies fire a perk, 3 tokens, one of the last generate. Dark up actually. Army should break something to them when looking in the direction of. Driver can see the light board and perk notification when attempting to find a kill. Important perk notification. Okay, and that's the changes. So what do I think? I don't think about anything, because a lot of it was just boring. Some interesting things, quality of life changes, but boring. Very boring. Very boring. League of Legends has a new champion. Fight has a new dude. I don't know why I'm just listing those games, because they're different. The games that I play, okay? And this game has solved racism. Obviously not, but, decent change nonetheless. Anyways, friends, I hate some of these changes, especially the twins. I think they're that stupid change, and there isn't, much of anything of significance here. Nonetheless, friends, I'll talk to you all later. Goodbye.